We never know when disaster might strike. It could be a calm, sunny day, and then suddenly the skies darken, the winds pick up, and chaos ensues. Natural disasters are unpredictable and can catch us off guard at any moment. Earthquakes, floods, storms, they can happen anytime, anywhere. Being prepared is crucial. These events don't discriminate. They can affect anyone, regardless of where you live. The key to survival is preparation and having a plan in place. A simple shelter can be the difference between life and death. It doesn't have to be elaborate or expensive. Sometimes, the most basic structures can provide the protection you need to survive the initial impact of a disaster. I remember once in the Alaskan wilderness, the vast icy expanse was both beautiful and treacherous. The weather can change in an instant, and being caught unprepared can be fatal. A blizzard hit, unexpected and fierce. The wind howled and the snow fell so thickly that I could barely see my hand in front of my face. It was a whiteout, and I knew I had to act quickly. I built a makeshift snow cave, a skill I learned from the Inuit people. They have survived in these harsh conditions for centuries, and their knowledge is invaluable. The snow cave provided insulation and protection from the biting wind. That shelter, as basic as it was, saved my life. It was a stark reminder of the importance of knowing how to create a safe space in an emergency. The feeling of relief and safety inside that snow cave was indescribable. You don't need fancy equipment or years of training. With a few simple tools and some basic knowledge, you can create a shelter that will protect you from the elements. It's about using what you have on hand and making the best of a bad situation. With a few everyday items and some know-how, you can build your own emergency shelter. Think about what you have around you. Tarps, blankets, even furniture can be used to create a safe space. It's about being resourceful and thinking on your feet. It's about using your initiative, your resourcefulness. It's about staying alive. In a crisis, your ability to adapt and use the resources at your disposal can make all the difference. Don't underestimate the power of ingenuity. Survival is about preparation. Having an emergency kit ready, knowing the basics of shelter building, and having a plan can save your life. It's not just about surviving the initial disaster, but also about enduring the aftermath. Don't wait for disaster to strike. Learn these skills now. Practice them regularly, so that when the time comes, you can act quickly and efficiently. Your preparedness can make a significant difference in the outcome. Your life may depend on it. The safety of your loved ones may depend on it. Take the time to prepare, learn, and practice. In the face of disaster, knowledge and preparation are your best allies. Choosing the right spot for your shelter is crucial. Look for a location that is stable. Avoid areas prone to flooding or landslides. Solid ground is key. Find natural windbreaks like trees, rock formations, or even a ditch. Water is essential. Being near a water source is a huge advantage. Think about your surroundings. Are there potential hazards, falling branches, animal trails? Minimize risks. Your shelter is your haven. Choose wisely. You don't need a lot of fancy gear, just a few basics. A large, heavy-duty tarp is your best friend. Waterproof and versatile. Paracord is ideal, strong and lightweight. Use it to secure your shelter, the ultimate survival tool. Use it for repairs, waterproofing, and more. Essential for warmth. A Mylar blanket is compact and reflects heat. These are just the basics. Get creative. Use what you have. A trash bag can become a poncho. A plastic bottle, a water container. Improvise, adapt, overcome. The A-frame is a classic for a reason. Simple, effective, and quick to build. Find 2 sturdy trees about shoulder width apart. These are your anchors. Drape your tarp over a branch or rope tied high between the trees. Make sure the center of the tarp hangs lower than the sides. Secure the sides of the tarp to the ground. Use stakes, rocks, or anything heavy. Pull the tarp taut. Congratulations, you have a roof over your head. Remember, the lower to the ground, the warmer you'll be. Building a sturdy lean-to shelter. The lean-to is another classic, utilizing natural materials. It's a simple yet effective way to create a shelter that can protect you from the elements. The key to building a sturdy lean-to is to use what nature provides. This means gathering branches, leaves, and other materials that are readily available in your surroundings. First, find a strong, long branch. This is your ridgepole. The ridgepole is the backbone of your lean-to, so it's crucial to choose one that is sturdy and long enough to support the structure. Look for a branch that is straight and free of rot or damage. Prop it up against a tree or rock at a 45-degree angle. This angle is important because it allows rain to run off the shelter and provides enough space for you to sit or lie down comfortably inside. Make sure the ridge pole is secure and won't slip or move. Next, lean smaller branches against the ridge pole to create a rib-like structure. These branches will form the walls of your lean-to. Space them evenly and make sure they are firmly in place. The more branches you use, the sturdier your shelter will be. Finally, cover the frame with your tarp or natural materials such as leaves, bark, or anything that can provide insulation and protection from the elements. If you don't have a tarp, use layers of leaves and bark to create a waterproof barrier. This will help keep you dry and warm. Adding insulation with natural materials is crucial for maintaining warmth. You can use moss, grass, or even pine needles to fill in gaps and add an extra layer of protection. The more insulation you add, the better your shelter will be at keeping you warm. The lean-to is a great option if you have access to natural resources. It's a versatile shelter that can be built quickly and efficiently. Plus, it allows you to make the most of the materials available in your environment. It's sturdy and provides excellent shelter. Whether you're in a survival situation or just enjoying a night in the wilderness, a well-built lean-to can offer the protection and comfort you need. Remember, practice makes perfect, so don't hesitate to build a few lean-tos to hone your skills. The humble cardboard box. Shelter. Surprisingly effective. Don't underestimate the power of cardboard. A large box can be a lifesaver. First, find a large, sturdy cardboard box. The bigger the better. Then, reinforce the seams and bottom with duct tape. Durability is key. Next, cut a small window for ventilation and cover it with a flap of cardboard or plastic. It's not glamorous, but it works. Cardboard provides surprisingly good insulation. Remember to keep it dry. Adding comfort and warmth to your shelter. Your shelter should be more than just a roof. Here's how to make it livable. Insulation is key. Use leaves, pine needles, even crumpled newspaper. Layer it on the ground and sides. Create a comfortable bed by piling up dry leaves, pine boughs, or spare clothing. Stay dry by keeping your sleeping area off the ground. Use a tarp or extra layers. A little ingenuity can go a long way. Make your shelter a haven. Safety first. Essential precautions for your shelter. Safety should always be your top priority. Be extremely careful with fire. Clear the area around your shelter and never leave a fire unattended. Ensure adequate airflow to prevent carbon monoxide buildup. Keep your shelter clean and free of debris. Proper hygiene is essential. Remember, your shelter should protect you, not endanger you. Be aware of your surroundings. Be prepared, stay safe. The importance of emergency planning. Emergencies can strike at any time, often without warning. Whether it's a natural disaster, a medical emergency, or an unexpected event, being prepared can make all the difference. Building a shelter is just one part of being prepared. It's essential to have a safe place to go when disaster strikes. This could be a temporary shelter in your backyard or a designated safe room in your home. Here's what else you should do. Start by assembling an emergency kit. This kit should include all the essentials you and your family might need to survive for at least 72 hours. Create an emergency kit that includes essentials like food, water, first aid supplies, and a whistle. Don't forget to include any necessary medications, important documents, and some cash. Water, first aid, and a whistle are crucial. Develop an emergency plan that outlines what to do and where to go in case of disaster. Make sure every family member knows the plan and practices it regularly. Know what to do and where to go in case of disaster. Practice your skills. Regular drills can help ensure that everyone knows their role and can act quickly and efficiently when needed. Don't wait for an emergency. Regularly check and update your emergency supplies to ensure everything is in working order and nothing has expired. Build a shelter in your backyard and test your gear. This not only ensures that your equipment is functional, but also helps you become familiar with using it under stress. Being prepared is not about being paranoid. It's about being responsible. Taking these steps can provide peace of mind and ensure that you and your loved ones are ready for anything. By taking the time to prepare, you're taking control of your safety and the safety of your loved ones. Stay safe out there. Preparedness is a continuous process, and the more you practice, the more confident you'll be in your ability to handle any situation.